Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? How's it hanging? How's it hanging? I'm your host tonight, KillJoy Jake. And my real name is, of course, Alfred Mulligan II of Princeton University. Yes. Anyways, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? How's it hanging? I don't know why, but maybe it's just me, but this music is always just a tiny bit too loud. Just a tiny bit. There we go. Now it's perfect. Oh, Villain Killin' Dylan is first today. Number 1. My God, what is that profile picture? Holy crap. It's crazy. I love it. What's up, Extron Gaming? What's up? What's up? Howdy, hey. Anthony Morano is on some gang shit. Holy shit. Tom Texira has an awesome profile picture. What's up? What's up? I gotta agree that Jeepers Creepers sucked. Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll be talking a little bit about that at some point. It's all I can talk about recently, unfortunately. What's up, Shaka Swan? Howdy, hey. Howdy, hey, howdy, hey. Can't participate tonight. Oh, man, but at least you're doing something fun at a concert with your kid, Rick Montgomery. Badass. Have some fun. That's awesome. Hope you have a fun live stream. Thank you so much. Thanks for just dropping by. You know, old Jake here appreciates it. Have fun, though. That's awesome. Lisa's Complete Randomness is saying, hi, all. Hope everyone is having a fantastic week. Thank you. I hope you're having a fantastic week, too, Lisa, with all of your complete randomness. Jonathan Patrick Maslick is here, too. Junior, sorry. Says, let's go, baby. Yeah, let's go. Hell yeah, let's talk some horror. Let's talk let's talk, I don't even know. Let's talk bread. What's your favorite kind of bread? Wheat, for me personally. Hank Hill is here. I like the beat. Ooh, I didn't know Hank Hill was into crazy weird music. Oh,
and the second I see some ass, I'm kicking it. For your next trick, why don't I kick your ass? Because I want to know whose ass to kick. And the second I see some ass, I'm kicking.
We still got the loop on, so there you go. You get to see that one twice, Hank. Thank you thanks for the comment, though, regardless. Thanks. Hello, everybody. Hello. We got Moser in here, too. What's up? What's up? And we got fucking Mr. Rick. What's up? What's up? How's it hanging? Mr. Rick is a channel member, by the way. Thank you so much for being a channel member this month. I appreciate that. We also got Chrissy Blackwell. What's up? What's up? What's up? And Chrissy, I want to thank you for this fucking dope Terrifier figure right here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You're the best. Y'all are the best. Thank you. Thank you. But anyways, let's talk a little bit about the old horror scene nowadays. How's it looking? What do we want to talk about? Caleb Jenkins is talking about their Scream Sixers. How's the Scream Sixers doing today? Not too much news for the Scream Sixers, as they say. So nothing crazy going on, but we do have a few comments about that. Are you still worried that Scream 6 will be a carbon copy of Scream 2? Just a smidge, like a tiny bit. I'm only worried because of the fact that they're probably going to call it Scream 2. So right there, you can see the you can see the comparison right there. It's going to have the same fucking title. The Scream 5, I think the more I watch it, I keep going back and forth on this, honestly, but I don't think it's too much like the original, but like a little bit, you know? There's some stuff that's pretty similar. I still love Scream 5 a lot. I still really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I give it too much shit, honestly. I think I give Scream 2022 way too much shit. It's not that similar. It's different enough, and I appreciate that. I've seen a lot of YouTubers, especially even some of the the bigger ones, comparing Richie and Amber to like the Scream 4 killers. I don't know. I just feel like it's different enough, and it works. It works for me. But I'm also kind of done with the stab movie motives. Like I'm like, okay, we did it. You know, we did that. Let's move on to something else. So I'm just hoping more than anything that with Scream 6, it's not that. It's not a motive based off of, I want the movies to be this instead of this. We got it. You know, we did it. So it's all good. I'm just hoping that this motive is something different from that, as well as different from Scream 2's motive. That's the big thing that I'm going to be pissed about. I honestly I don't even care that much if it's somebody's sister, brother, cousin, mother, father, whatever. As long as the motive isn't just like a revenge motive, as long as the motive isn't just something about the stab movies. If it's something different than that, honestly, I'm happy. If it's Mrs. Loomis again, though, I might lose my ever-loving fucking mind. Lighting Ghost is throwing $5 into the chat. Lighting Ghost, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Means a whole lot. Saying, got my snacks in my horror safe haven. Let's talk scary movies. Fuck yeah. Let's go, Lighting Ghost. Thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate that. We're going to go nuts, talking about horror, talking about Scree-Sixum and all that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm a simple man, CX3 Vision, with what I would want my motive to be for the killers. Killers for Scree-Sixum. I just want, more than anything, I just want a ghost. Two things. There's two things I want to see, actually. A Ghostface killer who just doesn't give a fuck. Who's like, I don't really care about Sydney or Gail or killing any of them. I just want to dress up as Ghostface and kill people. That's fucking terrifying. That's like the Stranger's motive, but you're jam-packing that into Scream. That's pretty fucking cool. I would dig that. The other thing is, I could see a Ghostface killer having the motive of, well, it's almost like you have good intentions as a Ghostface killer. All of these Ghostface killers are kind of nefarious. I want to see somebody who's actually kind of like Thanos, where it's like, you're chaotic good, kind of chaotic neutral, maybe more or less, where you're trying to do something that you in your head is like good, but not the best way to go about it, like splitting the universe in half. So let's say there's a Ghostface killer out there who wants to kill all of the remaining survivors so that no other Ghostfaces can come about. The Ghostface to end all Ghostfaces, essentially. I don't think that they'll do that in this movie because rumor has it that Scream 7 is already greenlit. Rumor, just a rumor. Don't want to get too much into it, but don't think it's going to be this movie. I would love to see that in a future Scream film. Don't think it's going to be Scream 6, maybe Scream 7, but... And Michael Parton throwing $5 in there. Thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate that. Skipping Smile in favor of Bros, because as a gay dude myself, I'd prefer to see hot gay scenes over seeing people making that Willem Dafoe face. Hey, I can't blame you. Bros honestly looks pretty fucking cool. I love Billy Eichner. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. I saw him promoting that movie with his like Billy on the Street stuff with Paul Rudd, which I think is so funny. I love his humor a lot. So I think that's going to be pretty fun. Hell yeah, go for it. In all fairness, though, I do think Smile's going to be pretty good. Much better than the Truth or Dare kind of stuff that we're comparing it to. I do think it's going to be better than that. Honestly, it's 50-50, to be completely honest. With Smile, it seems pretty generic. Seems like your same old story. But sometimes movies like that rise above the rest. And although they're familiar, not a blatant ripoff. And if it can find that line and not cross it, Smile could be good, but it may cross that line. We'll just have to see on September 30th or September 29th if you get to see it a day early. I'm regardless very excited for it. So I'm actually excited for both of those. I think Bros is out too. I'll have to see it eventually. I got to prioritize the horror movies because, here we are. But hopefully I'll start doing more reviews of other films on my second page at some point. But the Rick and Morty stuff has seemed to dominate my world on Movie Smoothie as of currently. But I would love to see that one, do a little review of it. So hell yeah, Michael, have fun with that though, regardless. Have fun with whatever movies you see. Leighton Gamer, Minecraft and Roblox Gamer, I see, is saying, hi, KillJoy. What's up? How's it hanging? Wayne is saying he had a weird dream last night. Sounds like a pretty fucking awesome dream, if you ask me, Wayne. That me and Faith Decided came to visit in Sydney, Australia. I want to go to Australia so bad, but spiders scare the fuck out of me. And I know you guys got some big ass fucking spiders. So I don't know. Maybe. It's a maybe for me right now. Sean Carter Insco is saying, hey, Bay. Yeah, I'm shooting my shot. Go for it. Go for it, Sean. That's so funny. I love it. Perp Minded is here. What's up, Perp? How's it going? Saying, I want to see Sam turn into the new Ghostface. That would be something interesting since they've teased it in 5. I need something. I need something. If they're going to do that, you got to give me a motive. If we're going to do a whole movie from a killer's perspective, you got to give me a reason for why Sam wants to kill. I feel like there's really not a reason for Sam to start murdering all of her friends, but I see the attraction to this. I'm personally kind of against it, but if they do it right, if they set it up right for 7, it could be dope. Like I've talked about this a lot, how 6, I really feel like is going to be like the Empire Strikes Back of this trilogy. Once again, I know I keep saying it. I just want to make sure no one goes off and says, KillJoy Jake said this was happening, but no, 7 is not confirmed yet, but it's heavily rumored, and also Heather Matarazzo soft confirmed it, but not confirmed. Soft confirmed. Flaccid confirmed. If you want to say anything on Twitter or Instagram, just go and say, KillJoy Jake said that Scream 7 is flaccid, confirmed. And people will be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I'll think it's funny. So, anyways, wow, I got off topic there. But Sam being the killer, I could see this happening. Once again, I'm kind of on the fence about it. But I see it happening if in 6, Jenna Ortega's character dies. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Tara's going to die, but I think it's absolutely possible. And it would definitely send Sam on a villain route, I think, because you've just had these two reconvene. They finally have figured out all the shit between them. They got it all good. They're back to normal. They're sisters. God damn it. Let's go. In Scream 5. That's awesome. Now in 6, they're sisters. Okay, maybe they're fighting a little bit, but they still love each other. And then Tara fucking dies at the end. It's just like, oh my God, what? And then we're left on this cliffhanger of fucking Sam just in tears holding her sister's dead body. It's just like, oh fuck, this sucks. And then that sends Sam on a villain arc trying to kill whoever these killers are. Maybe she goes Ghostface herself. I could see that working. Personally, I think that could totally work. I'm on the fence about it though. They got to do it right. I guess that's the big takeaway here. If they turn Sam into a Ghostface killer, do it right. Do it right. Dreaming Insomniacs is already starting up the hashtag. Thank you, Joe. And Hellfire Munson is throwing $20 into the old pot. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Saying, hey man, can't stay. Going to a musical tonight. Ooh, everyone's got some fun shit going on tonight. Nice. Love you, man. So excited for Red Right Hand. Have a fantastic stream. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that a whole lot. I just have fun with your musical, dude. That's a big donation. It just really means a lot. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it a whole lot. Blucka is getting the Jeepers Creepers talks started, which I'm, kind of inevitable at this point. Do you think they can lower the bar anymore in the Jeepers Creepers franchise? I mean, like, I don't even know, man. Like, I don't fucking know. How can you make 2 movies with completely different teams and they both fucking suck? Like, the last 2 entries have just been, like, unwatchable, in my opinion. Both of those movies. And I had, like, it was funny because I had a lot of people on my ranking video say, you really put Reborn above 3? And I'm like, by this little bit. They're pretty much equals in my mind. They're pretty garbage. But I will say this. A lot of people had fun watching it, is what I'm seeing from the comment section. They're like, you know what? I didn't love this movie, but I had fun watching it, and I can't say that about 3. I concur with that, honestly. I'm not trying to say Reborn was this masterpiece, because it wasn't, unfortunately. I think it could have been good, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what the fuck happened with that movie, dude. And if you're also someone who's like, Jake, please don't spoil that for me. Oh man, I can't wait to see it. There's like nothing to spoil. Like nothing fucking happens. It's the weirdest movie, man. I don't know. God, it was something. It was something, man. Justin Proper throwing $5 in the old pot. Thank you so much, Justin. I appreciate that. Saying all I want is for Chad to live in Scream 6. If Justin can get one thing, let's make it so that Chad can live in Scream 6, everybody. Let's make that happen. He's like the only nice Chad ever. That's pretty funny. And all of the funny characters are dead. So bring back cameraman Joel. I concur with that. Mindy's pretty funny though. I thought Mindy was pretty. She had some good lines. Thought she was pretty solid. I like the Meeks twins a lot. Honestly, out of all the characters, they're probably my favorites. I talk about them dying a lot, but also because it's like I'm really expecting a bloodbath from 6, just based off of some of the shit that they've teased. But yeah, Justin, I agree. I hope Chad lives too. I really do. I really hope he lives in Scream 6. We'll just have to see. I've been talking a lot on live streams about how I genuinely just don't think a big number of people are going to survive again. Like 6 people survived in Scream 5. That was way more than I thought, like going into that film. So that's just not going to be the case with this new one. Like I feel like 4 max this time around are going to survive. And that kind of would imply one of the Meeks twins ain't making it through this movie. Now, the other thing about that, though, which is fascinating, Justin, once again, thanks for the $5. The other thing that's fascinating about that is a big argument I've heard against, for Mindy dying, I guess, is we do have Fucking hell, I totally lost my train of thought. We do have a new, not a new character, but Kirby's coming into this movie as well to be our Randy. So, like, I've talked a little bit about how Mindy and Randy are going to, like, go back and forth a little. Mindy and Kirby are going to go back and forth a little bit in this movie, kind of fight, like, have a meta fight fighting for the Randy position, which I think would be really fun. But it may result in one of them dying, or both. I don't think both, but I think at least one of those two are dying in this movie. And I kind of concur with a few of the other YouTubers who have been saying, like, yeah, like, it's probably going to be Kirby who dies. I also don't think it's the, Jesus Christ. Darcy is going on a fucking, Darcy's, just real quick, gotta interrupt this thought here. Darcy's going on a fucking tirade in the chat, talking about my weird hairline, which it is weird. Like, what even is this? What is this right here? I don't even know, Darcy. Fair. That's fair. Keep the motherfucking videos up. Thank you. And then a weird compliment. You know, Darcy, I just appreciate it. You got some crazy energy going on, but regardless, all the love to you. and apologizing for swearing. That's okay. That's all good. All the love to you. It's all good. Don't worry about it. That's so funny. Thank you, I guess. Thank you. But yes, let's run this with the whole Kirby Mindy thing. Let's have these two kind of bicker a bit and be like, I'm in the Meeks lineage, Kirby. You don't belong here. You know, like, they're just kind of fighting, they're going back and forth. And she's like, I'm the OG from the 4th movie, okay? Fight me. I'm sure she wouldn't actually say that, but the point is, we could have some pretty fun meta humor derived from this little argument. That could be really fun. Do I think one of them is going to die after, even though they hated each other, they kind of bond a little bit. They kind of actually do like each other. Little elbow nudges here and there, and then one of them fucking dies. And it's probably going to be Kirby. Yeah, probably. Honestly. Don't think Kirby's going to be the opening kill. I really don't. I think wouldn't that be disappointing? Wouldn't that just be disappointing if we had this beloved character from Scream 4 come back and then she gets killed right at the opening? I hope not. Don't know what that delivery was, but hell yeah. Blythen is saying, Run Sweetheart Run trailer leaked on Sunday. It was so bloody, I saw it once it was taken down on Twitter. Trailer might release tomorrow since we are close to October. I'm going to wait for an official release, but I do dig your profile picture. Holy shit. Didn't that movie already come out, or am I crazy? Like, I remember hearing about that movie, but could have sworn that came out. Maybe I'm crazy. Weird idea, but we've already gotten The Thing with a snowy setting. I would love a Christmas-themed The Thing film. Actually, kind of a great idea. A traditional family Christmas that turns into a horrifying body horror tragedy. Oh, I like that. I actually like that a lot. That would be kind of fucking dope. I have talked a lot about how they need to do another The Thing movie, honestly. I think there is so much potential for that to be a whole franchise. That is such a cool fucking idea for a story that you can make multiple movies out of. Like, very easily. I would love to see, so the pitch sequel for the second one, for like what the second one was going to be, this was all the way back in the early thousands. Frank Darabont was actually going to make a sequel to The Thing in the early thousands, and it was kind of, I think it was, don't quote me on this, but I believe it was based off of a comic related to The Thing in the Thing universe, where apparently they took it, like the bodies of our characters from the end of the movie, took them somewhere in like Area 51 type of base in the middle of the desert, and then it breaks out again, and then it's essentially the same thing but in the desert. I would love to see that fucking movie. That would be insane. Like, I would lose my mind if they did something like that. Oh, that would be so cool. I think. The Thing in the desert, that ups the ante entirely. That would be crazy. Or like in space, like do a Dead Space thing essentially, where it's like The Thing but in space. I think that could be cool. I mean, like, that's something that's been done a million times, obviously, but like a new movie doing that, I'm fucking in, man. I think that'd be dope. Jalen is throwing $10 in there. Thank you so much, Jalen. I appreciate that. Saying, since you know the setting and some of the location sets for the movie, where do you want the Scream 6 finale to take place? Doesn't have to be something we have seen already. Ooh. Well, I talked about this a little bit. So I don't think We had a few people speculating that maybe like the third act could take place on the subway system. I just don't see that being the case. This is a chase scene is probably what that's going to be, and that's going to be fucking awesome. Don't think the third act's going to be taking place there. But they filmed for the longest amount of time at that stage. Like this, it's this gorgeous looking stage. Let me I wonder if I have a picture of that just lying around. Just lying around in the old picture bank. I don't think I do, but that's okay. Essentially, they filmed at this gorgeous fucking theater in Montreal. It looks really cool. Feels a little too similar to Scream 2, I will admit, especially if the whole third act takes place there, which is essentially Scream 2. But it could be done well as long as it's different. What we have seen from some of the set pictures, my nose is a little itchy. I'm sorry, I'm scratching my big old nasty nose. But what we've seen from some of the set pictures is like these fucking weird glass cages that are holding Ghostface costumes. I don't know what's up with that either. So it's almost kind of like that. It's almost like we're doing some kind of like museum exhibit about all the ghost faces. I feel like the Stab movies are going to be involved with Scream 6, Scream 2, whatever, whether we like it or not. I'm kind of done with it. I think Zach Cherry did a whole video talking about like why the Scream movies need to get past that. I pretty much agreed with like every point. I was like, yeah, like we gotta stop. We gotta chill with all that, I think. But that's probably where it's going to end. And that's also kind of just the same formula for Scream 5, which I'm not shocked by, but I'm also just like not impressed. I would rather them do a setting that's brand new, just its own thing, something that doesn't copy Scream 2 because of how different this movie needs to be. It can separate itself from everything else in the franchise. We're in New York City, for Christ's sake, during fucking October. That's so cool. There's so many different other locations you could go to, but that doesn't seem to be the case here. I don't know. I really want to do something that feels fresh, that feels like something we haven't done in this franchise before. This setting is like screaming that, but I just can't get this undeniable feeling off of all my coverage of it, saying that this is going to be pretty similar structurally and in some cases in a setting wise to Scream 2, which I just feel like is a missed opportunity personally. That's my guess. I'm not happy about that guess, but that's probably what's going to happen. So that's the really fucking long answer for that, Jalen. Thank you, though, for the $10. I appreciate that. Justin Proper's also throwing $5 in there again. Thank you so much, Justin. Thank you. Saying, what are 5 movies you despise with your heart and soul? God damn, 5 movies? Holy shit. And if you ever walked out of a movie, I must know, let it all out. Hashtag rant time. So I've only walked out of 2 movies. And just because I'm not a big history guy, like, I'm just not like history period piece movies are not my thing. The closest I will get to that is Robert Eggers films, which all 3 of his movies are fucking fantastic. I love all of those, but holy shit, I have never been more bored in my life watching Dunkirk. I despise that movie. I don't get why people like it. I'm not a fan at all. Nothing happens. Maybe if you're a huge history buff, you can appreciate it, but literally nothing happens. Like, it is a movie where it's just gorgeous cinematography and that's it. And if that's enough for you, fuck yeah. All the power to you. Wasn't enough for me. I need at least a story. I need at least a character to gravitate towards. Was none of that in Dunkirk, like at all. Fucking trash. I walked out of it. Terrible movie. I'm trying to think what else. The King's Man, also for the same exact reasons. Nothing like the previous Kingsman movies. Kind of trash. I don't know why that movie exists. It was done by the same people too. It's an utter disappointment on all fronts. I think I put out a big tweet about it too. It's a 0 out of 10. There was nothing fascinating about that movie. We walked out right before the third act. Justin, I do like Christopher Nolan, but I think he's a little overrated. Like, he's got some cool movies. Like Inception's cool. I love The Dark Knight's a fucking masterpiece. I just can't get into a lot of his other stuff. I don't know. Just never really been my thing. Hot take. But a lot of people love Christopher Nolan. All the power to you. He's got some really cool movies, but he just likes to overcomplicate everything, I think. So, and Justin's also throwing another $5 in there. Thank you so much, Justin. Saying, all right, here's something fresh. Let Ghostface win. Just once, please. And let it be Stu, Matthew Lillard is the GOAT. Gave me a hug and at a Q&A. That's fucking awesome, first of all. Nice. But, yeah, no, I I totally agree with this. I really think Scream 6 should be like the Empire Strikes Back, the Halloween Kills, essentially, of this franchise, where it's kind of like the enemy gets the upper hand here in this movie, and maybe really fucks our characters, essentially, for a big comeback in 7, where it's a little more like Return of the King. You know what I mean? Like, that's in my opinion the best way to write a trilogy. Has it been done a million times? Sure. Not always successfully, though. I will say that. So I agree with you, Justin. Fuck yeah. Let's get that going. And with Stu, I feel like Stu's not going to come back until 7, if he does come back. Is it possible, though? Yeah, fuck yeah, it's possible. They're already teasing it. Oh my God. There's so much to talk about. So much to talk about with that. But Justin, thank you so much thank you so much for the super chats. I appreciate that so much. And yeah, I know the Christopher Nolan take. I try not to say that a lot because, oh my God, that's a hot take. I've never met a soul that agrees with me about Christopher Nolan. People just love him. People eat up his movies, and I'm like, hell yeah, all the power to you. But I'm just not the biggest fan. Dark Knight Rises, I think, is okay. It's got, like, once again, gorgeous cinematography across the board with all of his movies. He's got a lot of great things going for him, but he just likes to overcomplicate what could be a cool movie that just gets way too over the top crazy, I think. Just my humble opinion. Come on, man. Post-credit scene still comes back. Hey, listen, I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm not saying it can't happen, okay? Matthew Lillard is so fucking on board with these movies. He would love to come back. He would lose his mind. He'd probably cream his pants if they asked him to come back as Stu. So that's not the issue. That's really not the issue. It's more of the issue of how are we going to write him into the story this time around? So that's what I'm worried, because I guess that's the big thing I'm worried with. Not that I don't trust these writers. It's just more about the fact that they have stayed in this box so far of keeping things pretty damn similar to the original trilogy. And I get they're trying to honor Wes, fuck yeah, all the power to you. Like, Wes Craven's one of the best horror directors to ever live, if not the best. I get it. I get why they're doing what they're doing. But with this new film, I just hope that they show us their real chops. I hope they can show us that, yes, they can bring us an original movie that's totally different, like nothing else we've ever seen before, and then do something crazy with some of the old characters that are still alive? What? Real quickly, I need a sip of water. But yeah, I mean, it's absolutely something to think. It's something to think about, I think, is the big thing. It's not impossible. I think a lot of us are like, that would be so dumb. But, like, think about some of the things that they've already done in Scream 5. Like, that were big twists, borderline retcons. Like, especially with the Stab franchise shit, they just got that all wrong for the most part. They retconned a lot of shit doing that. But the other thing is, they also, like, it's kind of a borderline retcon to say that Stu had a child with somebody. Or not Stu, I'm sorry. Billy had a child with somebody, and that is now the lead character in these new movies. That's also kind of just like a huge fucking twist that when you go back and watch that original movie, especially when you watch the video store scene at the video store sequence where Billy is in a quick little half a second shot we see, he's flirting with a bunch of girls. That's probably Christina fucking Carpenter right there. Something cool to think about. But it just really makes you think, like, what else do they have up their sleeves? Are they going to continue to do that? I think so. I think it's totally possible for them to continuously give us more crazy twists like that. For sure, it could happen. Juliana Smiler's throwing in a super sticker. Thank you so much. Welcome, Smiler Clan, to the live stream. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you. Lisa is saying, if they are staying close to the vest with the original trilogy, what if the third chapter of their trilogy is the original concept of Scream 3 with Stu? That's something else I've been thinking about, Lisa. I think that if they're going to bring him back, they already teased him in the first movie. They might tease him more heavily in this film. And if they do, I would speculate heavily that they're going to follow the original Kevin Williamson plan for Scream 3. So I'm not going to be shocked by it. And personally, I'm not going to be, like, pissed off. Like, I know some people are going to lose their fucking minds if Matthew Lillard shows up in this movie and will just despise these movies for what they are. But if they write it correctly, it could be good. And holy shit, everybody, we got one of the stars of Red Right Hand here, Christian Peralta. What's up, Christian? Welcome to the stream, saying, just found out the Dahmer Netflix thing is a TV show and not a movie. Day ruined. You know, I gotta be honest, I wasn't like thrilled for that. I wasn't like super, I'm not like the biggest true crime guy, but I know a lot of people were pretty pumped about it. So that does suck. I was kind of hoping for a movie more or less too. I don't know. I'm not the biggest TV show guy. It takes a lot for me to watch a whole show, but yes. That is unfortunate, Christian. Oh man, Christian has been on a live stream too at some point on this page, so don't forget about that. Me, Sean, and Christian, we all did a stream once. It was a lot of fun. The Hot Wing stream, which was pretty fun. It's fucking sweet. So welcome, Christian. Everyone speculate. Maybe who thinks that Christian is the other Ghostface killer in Red Right Hand? So you're gonna have to figure out at least one of them. At least one of them. Maybe that's Christian here. You know, I don't know. Well, you'll have to find out. And speaking of Red Right Hand, Extron's asking about it. We might have some crazy news about it. Like we may maybe have to delay the release. Probably not. Most likely not. Me and Matt are talking about something that so here's the deal. This is actually good news. YouTube is just sent out this like email to all of the YouTube Partner Program members yesterday, talking about how now if you can buy these licenses to use different music in your uploads in long form content. So I called Matt yesterday and I'm like, dude, we might be able to not have to cover everything. We might be able to just put fucking whatever song we want in our movie. We got to talk about this. So we're figuring that out right now. I don't think we'll have to delay the movie, but it's something to think about, and I got to do a little more research into it. I'm also reading about how these contracts can go void after a couple years. It's something that's happening to a bunch of TikTokers who have been on that platform for a while, who have used certain songs in their videos that they can no longer use. So some of their older TikToks are like just completely silent and nobody watches them anymore, because that's a big thing that brings people to those videos is it's like, oh, I'm looking up videos with this song. It's another factor that brings you to a certain video or whatever. It basically just makes the algorithm a million times crazier. That's hyperbole, of course, but it's something to think about when it comes to our movie. We may have to delay it into next year. I don't think that's going to be the case, though. I still think it's coming out in December, but we will keep you guys updated. We're currently working on the trailer, and we'll have something for you guys in October. So I promise you with that. Oh, Christian. Oh, red right hand. Oh. Maybe he's the other killer. I don't know, everybody. Oh, shit. But yes. Do you think Megalodon 2 with Jason Statham? Just asking me a question about that fucking movie. Or what is it called? Megalodon? I feel like it's called something else, but I can't remember. Do you think that's called something else. The second Megalodon shark movie, whatever the fuck, with Jason Statham, will get the Expendables back together, or at least use kung fu to defeat it. Well, listen, I'm fucking there. If they decide to start doing like kung fu moves against a shark, that would be hilarious. Almost as crazy as the Meg. That's what it is. Thank you guys so much. Yeah. How could I forget? It's right there. It's right. It's right in the title. God damn, right over my head. I saw that movie once. I'll never watch it again. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like, it was fun. It was a good time. But yeah. Michael Myers, Meat Rider, fantastic fucking title, my friend, is saying, I'm watching your stream while filming a football game. Nice. Holy shit. Good stuff. The porn version of the Meg is called The Peg. Oh, man. The Megalodon shark finds a strap-on that fits just right. Come here, Jason Statham. Okay, I'm going to shut the fuck up. Bruh Apps is saying, how excited are you for Halloween Ends? So excited. Oh my God, this thing's good. I think this thing's going to be good. I know a lot of us don't have faith in it, but I'm pretty excited for the film. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I know a lot of us are worried about Mr. Corey Cunningham, this little son of a bitch. Let me see if I can find a picture of him here. I got all these Hellraiser photos that I just don't need anymore. But this guy right here is the thing that's going to make or break this movie, I think. How do we use this guy? Because a quick fix for this movie, to keep everything working, to keep Michael going after Laurie, because I can't stress this enough. I really think that Michael's just not going after Laurie. They made that unbelievably clear. in these new movies. They made that like maybe in the first movie that was what John Carpenter was going for, but in this new timeline, Michael doesn't give a fuck. He's just killing people to kill people. He just wants to go home. He wants to stare at himself in the mirror, or I guess the window, and just fucking vibe. That's all he wants to do. Leave the guy alone. He killed a few people. What? I'm kidding. But in all seriousness, I think it's going to be good. As long as they use Corey as a device to bring A and B together, which is Laurie Strode and Michael Myers. It's a very simple thing they need to do, and if they expand it any more than that and make Corey this fucking killer and all that, it's probably gonna suck. I honestly think it is that simple. If they overdid the whole Corey thing, and if it's a little too overcooked, it's probably gonna suck. But if not, if they do it right, they write in something to bring these two together, bam! It's gonna be a banging movie, I think, so... I'm Team Corey. Let's go. Lathan. I'm sorry. I can't pronounce shit, dude. I'm terrible at that. Ty is saying, I will never understand what you mean. Not sure what entity you mean brings art back. Well, we'll talk about this. I'll do a little more explaining. I guess I didn't really explain that all that well in today's video. But he's been doing supernatural things since All Hallows Eve, even a bit in Terrifier and the ending. Well, let's talk about this because... I'll be completely real with you. I didn't fucking, that was an update from so long ago. I just kind of glossed over it in today's video, in all fairness, but it's something I've been saying in like every single Terrifier update. So it kind of is just something that's like, oh yeah, of course this thing's going to happen. This was confirmed by Damien Leone in an interview over on Little Punk People's YouTube page, who is of course one of the stars of this film, Elliot Fulham. He's an amazing fucking super talented kid who already put out a metal album this year, which is so fucking cool. And he's going to be starring in this fucking movie. I think he's only like 18 years old. Like the talents with that kid is amazing. But to tell you what I'm kind of talking about here, art is basically going to be a lot more fucking supernatural than what we've seen. I'm not really counting All Hallows Eve as being a part of this specific story because I feel like that's its own thing. It's a different actor that plays Art the Clown there, and it's just kind of its own fucking vibe. Terrifier, you have to admit, is way less supernatural than All Hallows Eve Art the Clown. It's two very different versions of the character. That movie doesn't really get supernatural until the very end, I would argue. Like, you're right, Terrifier definitely has a little bit of that, but for the most part, it's pretty much set in reality. It's pretty much just like a grindhouse slasher film up until the end where it gets a little paranormal. But the director, writer, editor, holy shit, Damien Leone has done like everything for this movie. He's amazing. He confirmed it over on Elliot Fulham's page that there's going to be some kind of supernatural entity, some kind of ghost character. That's what I'm guessing, at least, that resurrects Art the Clown in this new movie. So that's all that we know about it so far. Apparently, he or she is played by a pretty big, well-known actress or actor. I don't know yet. I haven't seen the movie. I know there are people who have seen the movie, and that's awesome. I'm very jealous of you. But please don't put any spoilers down below because we have not been able to see that yet. So not all of us, at least. But yeah, so that... I'm not, and also the other thing is I'm not criticizing Terrifier for getting a little supernatural. I actually think it's a good move more than anything, but it's not something that we've seen, at least in this specific version of the character, all that much yet. We really only explored it and teased it at the end of the first Terrifier. And now it seems like this movie is going to go full-blown supernatural, which may feel a little surprising for some of the people who just watched that original film. So I guess that's why I made a big stink about it in my video today. I'm personally for it. Like, I love supernatural weird shit when things get fucking bizarre. There's this movie called The Void that kind of starts off, and is it called The Void? Yeah, it's called The Void. It starts off and you're thinking it's going to be like this cult movie and it's going to be about like, oh, crazy cult members and all that. Then it goes full blown supernatural. It's fucking awesome. One of my all time favorite horror movies, which Christian hates this movie with his ever loving life, which I think is so funny. Is Hereditary, which is a movie that 90% of it probably could happen. But then at the end, it gets totally supernatural. So I personally love when movies do that. I think it just elevates them. It gets crazier. Not everything has to be in real time. Not everything has to be set in reality to be scary, I don't think. I feel like it's very arguable. So love the Brave Digger saying love The Void. Nice. And holy crap, we got some super chats we got to talk about here. Locked throwing in $5. Thank you so much, Locked. I appreciate it. Saying Art gets resurrected by the semen demons from Freddy's Dead. How about that? I'm fucking in. Take my money, Damien Leone. Holy shit. We got to call them up. we got to call them up right now and just be like, yo, Remember those semen demons? I love that. I love that that rhymes too. Here's the real question, Locked. Why are there not more semen demons in more horror movies? That's my question. That's just so funny. I love it. Thank you, Locked. Thanks for the $5. And welcome to the stream. I haven't even said hello to you. How rude am I? You come into my house, you take off your shoes, and you're just being so nice, so well-mannered, and I didn't even say hello to you. I didn't even offer you a drink. Here, take my fucking conch. My legally safe conch that I can say on this live stream. Justin Proper's throwing $10 in there as well. Justin, thank you so much for all the super chats tonight. You're the real MVP here. I appreciate it. Just started watching Hellraiser for the first time. Funny because I watched the first one today as well on my little break. It was nice. So awesome. That's badass. Yeah, I know. How have I not seen it before? I don't know. But it's fine. Question mark. About halfway through, are the sequels decent? Which ones should I avoid? I'll say this. First time I watched Hellraiser, I thought the same thing. I was like, this is kind of slow. What the hell's going on here? Kind of a slow burn to the ending for the most part. I think the opening is pretty fucking crazy. The middle part kind of, takes its time a bit. The ending is fucking nuts though. So stick with it. Wait until the Cenobites show up. Then it goes into full throttle. It's fucking crazy. The more I watch it though, the more I appreciate it. Like the dialogue is really telling. It's really well done. I think there's a lot of foreshadowing in some of the dialogue that I think is really cool, especially towards the beginning of the movie and in the middle too, which is nice. I feel like that movie just gets better every time you watch it too. I don't feel that way about most movies, but Hellraiser, man, you got to watch that one a couple of times because I didn't love it at first, but now it's one of my all-time favorite horror movies. Like I fucking love it. The second one I like even more personally. I think it doesn't really like how the first one kind of dips in the middle. The second one doesn't. I feel like the second one is like a fucking roller coaster all the way through. Like it's a way more fast paced. It's got a lot of crazier shit going on in it. I fucking love the second one's my favorite, but the third one's also good. And the rest kind of suck. The third one is pretty controversial. Most people, like, it's pretty 50-50 how people feel about it. You have a Pinhead who is so different from the other movies. Like Pinhead's almost kind of like doing a Freddy Krueger impression, this whole third movie, which is interesting. I personally fuck with it. I think it's pretty cool. You have some awesome new Cenobites in that third movie, which is fucking sweet. I think Hell on Earth is fucking genius. Like, I love it. I think it's a great sequel. The first three movies are it's a fantastic horror trilogy. Like, all three of them are perfect. Really well done movies. Then you get to the fourth film and it just goes off the fucking rails. Like, some people like that movie. All the power to you, to the Bloodlines fans out there. It's a weird ass fucking movie. It definitely has fans. But just, I don't know, it's a little too out there for me. Like James is saying last decent one. Hell yeah, all the power to you. Some people love Bloodlines. All the power to you, like I said. Wasn't really for me, although there is a young Adam Scott in that movie, and it's fucking bizarre to see him in a Hellraiser film. So, Crazy stuff. But I love that original trilogy is fantastic. I really think David Bruckner has once again delivered to us a pretty damn good fucking movie, which is something the Hellraiser franchise needs. This is now the 11th installment that comes out in October. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think 7 of them are not great. So that's not good. Some of them are fun because they're like so bad they're good. Like the computer game one, which is I believe the 8th movie, Hellworld. That one's just so bad it's good. Like it's fucking hilarious. I think it's the one before that has Henry Cavill in it too, which I find fascinating. But they're all worth a watch, but those first 3 are like, that's Hellraiser to me. The original trilogy, that's Hellraiser. The rest of them are just whatever. And don't watch the fucking I see people talking about Revelations. Don't even watch Revelations or Judgment. Like I could barely even get through those ones. I don't know. Me personally was not a fan. Holy crap, we got a lot of good questions though. That was a rant. that was a fucking rant about Hellraiser right there. So we'll start talking about some other crazier things. I don't know. We can talk about whatever. I don't care. Blucka is saying, do you think DGG, Mr. David Gordon Green, director of the Halloween films and the upcoming Exorcist films, will give us a bigger picture Exorcist, or are we getting a same old fuck with a family and nothing else type movie? This is a great question, Blucka. I think that David Gordon Green is a very bizarre choice for The Exorcist. I I don't think his style is going to work with it, personally. I feel like it's not the first Exorcist movie that comes out next year. It's not going to be that big hit like Halloween 2018. I just don't see it happening like that. Like, however you feel about Halloween 2018, I feel like it hit this really nice spot in the franchise where we had just come off of the very divisive Halloween 2 from Rob Zombie. Obviously, that was 9 years prior to Halloween 2018, but it kind of is one of those movies that's like, oh, some people like it a lot. Like, some people, it's their favorite Halloween film. All the power to ya. I've come to like it myself, but most people, I would say, don't really like the Rob Zombie movies. The franchise was at kind of a pretty low point, I would say. After those films, after Resurrection 2, there really hadn't been a good Halloween movie. Arguably, obviously, there hadn't been a super big, like, oh shit, this is amazing Halloween movie in a little while. Halloween 2018 comes out, and however you feel about it, I think it's fantastic. One of the best movies in the entire series, but it obviously connected with a lot of people. A lot of people really like that film. And I would say a lot of people even say it's one of their favorites in the entire franchise. So however you feel about Halloween 2018, it hit fucking hard. They had an opportunity there. I think why they're doing The Exorcist, Blumhouse in particular, is because, yes, The Exorcist is kind of in the same boat right now. A lot of people love Exorcist 3, but I would say most people don't like 4 and 5, or the second film especially. So that's what's going through the head of Jason Blum right now, but the problem is this team of people is perfect for making a slasher film. That's ever so slightly a little complicated, I guess. I don't think that same thing is going to apply to The Exorcist. It's just in a completely different type of story, opposed to something like Halloween that is much more simplistic in nature. I'm not saying that is a bad thing. It's a much more simple movie than how complicated that original Exorcist film is. And if they're going to do anything that's as good as that, or trying to be as good as that, I just feel like they should have a different team of people. David Gordon Green hasn't really flexed his horror muscles as much as I would like to see him do this movie. I think he can make some good slashers. Like, I know that, but that's really all I know about him. And he makes some cool stoner movies. So I just don't know if Exorcist is going to, I just don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if this is going to work with the same team. It's like the same fucking team too. Like, I'm 90% sure Christopher Nelson is like rumored to be a part of this. There's a bunch of the producers coming from for the fucking Halloween movies and writers onto this project as well. It's not just David Gordon Green. So it's essentially like the same team of people doing these Exorcist movies. And apparently they've already filmed some of it. Like, they already got Ellen Burstyn's shots like done. That's in the can. Apparently already. So I really think, I don't think this movie is going to be good, but I'm rooting for it. Like, I want it to be good. I really do. I really want this new Exorcist film next year to be good. It'll probably be a big thing that I cover next year. So I'm rooting for it, but I have some low expectations. Hopefully I'm pleasantly surprised. That's what I'm hoping for. This team of people have made a pretty fucking significant horror film, whether you like it or not, with Halloween 2018. So can they do that again with The Exorcist? I would say like a 40% chance that could happen. 40% that it could be something as big as Halloween 2018, but I wouldn't go any higher than that. Even though I do love these people, I think they've fucking killed it with the Halloween movies so far. Really, the only big criticism I have of the David Gordon Green movies so far, I haven't seen Ends yet, is the ending of Kills. That's really my only big thing that I would change. And that's about it. I really like everything else they've done with these movies. So, and some people, like, we got Lathan here saying Halloween Kills is their favorite at the moment. That's fucking awesome. Out of the trilogy, Until Ends might take that spot if they stay true to the weird, super different route. And that's fucking awesome. Like, Halloween Kills is a really fun movie. I think it's sick. So, no, I feel you on that. So, a lot of people really love these movies. Can they do that again with The Exorcist? I don't know. I kind of have to see something first, because this is a fucking bizarre situation to be in to continue a franchise. So. And Locked, Justin, I'm going to get to your super chat here, but Locked had a really good comment here talking about, I wish someone else wrote Rob Zombie's scripts when he made the Halloween movies. I'd also love to see Rob Zombie direct a well-written script for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Fucking hell yes to TCM. I don't know why he hasn't made one of those, honestly. I actually think David Blue Garcia could do a good job with a TCM 2 on Netflix, probably, if he had like more control over the whole situation instead of just trying to pick up the pieces with the toe hills. But I'm excited for that, of course, but I would actually rather see Rob Zombie do it, if I'm being honest. So, no, I agree. I totally agree with you. Justin throwing another $10 into the pot. Thank you so much, Justin. I appreciate that. Saying Friday the 13th is my favorite, and most of those movies are awful. Oh, most of those, I think, listen. First of all, man, I really think all of those movies are fun. But yeah, some of them are terrible. I'll be honest with you. I could put on any of the Friday movies though and have a good time. That I can't say that about every franchise. I really can't. That's something special about those movies. I don't think any of them are masterpieces, hot take, but I think they're all consistently really fun. And that's why that's why that franchise just kept having movies for the longest time. They're always a good time. It's a guaranteed fun movie. So I feel you on that. I totally understand when people say that's their favorite franchise, because fuck is it consistent. Saying most of those movies are awful, but the only way for this next film to work is to bring back all OG canon survivors from 1 through 8 only. Ooh, continuation of Jason Takes Manhattan. Interesting. And no zombie Jason. Sorry, Kane. No, that's funny. That's interesting. I would almost love to see they would never do this, by the way. I know they would never do this, but my dream scenario for a new Halloween would be to do a continuation off of 2. Because I really fucking like Ginny, the final girl from that movie. I really think she's fantastic. I would love to see her be featured in a new movie. Maybe not Laurie Strode style, maybe do it like set it in the 80s. Why not? Why not set a movie in the 80s, make it similar to that, but make it its own thing too at the same time. They would never do that, but yeah. I got some really funny. Wow. Okay. We got some funny shit to talk about here. David Coe throwing $5 in there. Thank you so much, David. Saying, Jake, you say you don't have friends. You have horror movies. Yet you filmed Red Right Hand with your friends. We are all confused. Love your shows, bro. Well, as my colleague here would explain, who said we're Jake's friends? Don't tell him, but we're pretending. As you can see, most people just don't want to be around me. I'm actually really stinky in real life. Christian can attest to this. But yeah, I definitely don't have friends. No, not at all. Just horror movies. Got to keep the brand going. No, I'm just kidding. Love your shows, bro. Thank you so much, David. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I couldn't do it without you guys. You guys are the best. So thank you so much. And thank you, Christian, for pretending to be my friend. So, and see, he's only spitting facts here. Stinky McGee is what everyone calls me. On set, everyone was like, God, this guy fucking stinks. But that's why I have this shirt, actually, which is funny. Meat Canyon, long live the new stench. Let's go, baby. Little Meat Canyon action here. Who watches Meat Canyon? Throw something out there. Talking about some Meat Canyon. Love his page. My all-time favorite YouTuber. Justin Proper throwing another $5 in there. Thank you so much, man. Saying, all right, last one. No hope for Exorcist. Ghost movies suck. Mike Flanagan would like to have a word with you, good sir. Saying nobody's scared of a door opening by itself. Real life, terrifying. Doesn't translate on screen. Oh, the spiciest take of the night, maybe. Oh, man. I don't know, man. Here's my thing about this. I don't think ghost movies are ones that are like truly terrifying to me. It's typically the movies where they take a spin with the ghost idea. Those are the ones that I like the most. Like fucking Insidious is one of my all-time favorite horror films. I think it's fucking terrifying, and it's not your typical ghost movie. It's all about astral projection. And when you do astral project, you're in this fucking dimension where there's red-faced demons trying to steal your body. That is a fucking cool idea. The first Paranormal Activity, though, I feel like hasn't aged very well. It's not great, and I think it's because of the characters mostly, but it still has some cool moments. Is it as scary as some of the sequels? No. But just my thought. I don't know if you can just say all ghost movies suck, though. That's a hot take, man. There are some good ghost movies. That original Amityville Horror, I think, is fantastic. I'm trying to think like what else. I love The Conjuring too. Hot take. I think it's pretty scary, but it's fun. It is funny. Yeah, Insidious is funny, but it's also scary. Dude, the first time that fucking lipstick demon is behind Patrick Wilson, you're telling me you were laughing at that and not shitting your pants? That scared the fuck out of me, dude. Oh my God. And you're right. It is funny. It's nice. I love when some people say that horror can't be silly. I disagree, man. I think that you can have horror that's also silly and scary at the same time. There's plenty of great examples of that too. But hey, I'm just glad you enjoy Insidious for whatever reason. So fuck yeah, all the power to you. Of course. Oh, you got a good point. He looked a little silly. He does look like Darth Maul. So there is that. Oh man. Funny stuff. Horror Tori is here. What's up? So it's all good. You came. That's what matters. Better late than never. Good stuff. Oh, The Changeling is also good. That's a good point. Didn't think about that. Haunting of Hill House is one of the scariest things made and probably the best ghost thing ever made. It's not a movie, but still. That's Mike Flanagan right there, baby. Fucking, Justin, I recommend anything from Mike Flanagan. Just watch any of his, like, literally just fucking take find yourself like a sundial, or that doesn't make any sense. Find yourself one of those like spinny things from like fucking Twister or whatever. Put all of Mike Flanagan's movies around that thing and just spin that shit, whatever it lands on, watch it. It's a masterpiece. Mike Flanagan does not miss. Oh my God. Oculus, Hush, oh shit. What else the fuck? Dr. Sleep. What else has he done? Fuck, he's done so much good shit. Gerald's Game. Oh my God. And all of those Netflix shows. I haven't seen too many of those. Haunting of Hill House is really the only one I have a distinct memory of. But fuck, man. Oh, Mike Flanagan, dude, goes hard. Goes very hard. I can't say that. I was going to say Mike Flanagan goes very erect. We were talking about things being flaccid earlier. So there we go. Keeping the themes. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. But let's answer some more questions because, wow, I'm going off a fucking tangent. Real quickly, let's finish this thought, though, with Justin Proper making a deal. I will watch Mike's entire ghost movie filmography, and once I'm done, I'll do a live stream with you and Zod. How does that sound? Perfect. Let's do it. Let's absolutely do that. Yeah, and James is also talking about Ouija Origin of Evil. Mike Flanagan took a kind of crappy PG-13 movie, did a prequel to that shit, and fucking blew that original movie out of the water. It is one of the only sequels I think that just easily tops the original without even an argument. So, hell yeah. All the power to Mike Flanagan, dude. Give him billions of dollars to make infinite ghost movies. But Justin, I will say my preference does lie with like slashers or bloody weird psychological horror films. That's definitely my go-to. But I fuck with a ghost story every now and then. So I will say that. Boogeyman, on the other hand, is trash. That is I can't even get through that movie. I have tried to watch that like 3 times and I just cannot get into it. Sinister is also great. Hell yeah. Rosabella McNally, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is saying, hey everyone, I'm new and my name is Dylan Twig. I'm new to your YouTube channel, bro. I smashed the like button. I already subscribed. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a whole lot. Thank you so much, Dylan. And saying the notification bell is turned on for you. Thank you so much. That means a lot. I hope I haven't been bugging you too much the past 2 days with my going on 6 fucking uploads because I'm completely insane. Danny H Vlogs, what's up, Danny? How's it going? Saying, have you seen Clerks 3 yet? In my opinion, it's better than 2, and I cried a few times. Fuck yeah. I've not been able to see it, but I will say I like Clerks 2. It's good, but that original Clerks is one of my all-time favorite movies. Like, I just love it. It's so much fun. It's like one of the best indie movies ever made, I think. It's great. I got to see Clerks 3, and I've heard so many positive reviews about it too, which is great. That makes me so happy. I haven't seen a good Kevin Smith movie in a while. Hot take. I'm not super caught up with a lot of his newer movies, I'll be completely honest, but what I have seen, I've been like, what, man, he's in his fuck it phase pretty much. Like, I remember watching Tusk and the fucking sausage movie, the hot dog movie. I can't even remember the name of it, but I'm not kidding. It's quite literally about Nazi sausages at a at a fucking gas station. That's what this movie is about. Kevin Smith was in a bit of a fuck it phase for a while, and I'm like, hell yeah, all the power to you, man. Go for it. You got to do your thing. I got to watch Clerks 3 though. I absolutely got to do it. I love his movie. I love his movies a lot. Like Dogma, Mallrats, Clerks. I mean, fucking bangers right there. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Great movies. He's got an amazing filmography. Really, really good stuff from him, for sure. David Coe saying, your friends say you're stinky. Have you considered wearing deodorant? My personal favorite is Old Spice. Well, those commercials are pretty fucking funny. So I guess that means they have a good product. I can't. David, thank you for the $5. That's hilarious. Oh my God. Oh shit. But yeah, you know what? I'll check. I'll get some Old Spice for these pitters here. So I looked like I was just flailing my nipples, but I swear I was pointing to the old armpits, not the tits, as they say. Not the tits. Anyways. Jake wears raw sausage as deodorant. I do. Before every single shoot, I would take a big stick of salami and I would just rub it all over myself. And it would really upset a lot of the people. Christian especially was pretty upset by this. He begged me. He's like, Jake, please stop. We got to film like all night. And I'm like, I know. That's why I want to smell bad, because it'll be funny. We got a Ghostface in the chat. Holy shit, it's Ghostface.
Holy shit, it's Ghostface.
Oh my God, geez, you scared the crap out of me. What's up? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Mr. Ghostface. Do you want a beer, Mr. Ghostface? Don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. I want to be in the sequel. I know, like, I don't even know what the fuck that was. I'm just being silly. What's up, Next Gen Studios? Hey, Jake. How do you like those peepers, bitch? Too soon, Next Gen Studios. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, I gotta admit, I tweeted that after watching that new movie. I was like, you gotta be fun. Like, I was like losing my mind after I saw that. I had to tweet something about it. I'm so like anti-spoilery with all that shit, but I was like, fuck it, man. I gotta put this out there. That's so funny. Man. As much as I shit on that line, it was pretty funny. Like, I gotta admit, it got a rise out of me. I was losing my mind cracking up at that. You can say what you want about Reborn, but it is not boring. They make some fucking choices. Some absolute choices in that movie. And, another thing about this is I see a lot of people disappointed. I'm disappointed too. But something we can take away from this is after watching bad movies, you kind of know what movies shouldn't do anymore. And it's kind of a learning experience. It's nice. It's a silver lining that I'm kind of grasping hold to, because I need something to take away from this Jeepers Creepers situation. Like, what the fuck? It might have sucked, but like I said, now we know for the future what Jeepers Creepers movies just shouldn't do. They shouldn't have an over-reliance on green screens. That's number one. I think that was probably the worst thing about that movie. It looked like I was watching an animation from like Resident Evil 2 or like PS1 era video games, which, wow, fuck, that was bad. But, Stephen King has talked a lot about his, if you read his On Writing book, Stephen King talks a lot about how you can learn so much more from like a bad book versus a good one. And this is a great case of that. Like, you can see things where you're like, yeah, shouldn't do this. You should do this though. And Carter Scotland Allen is here. Carter, I gotta thank you for the birthday present. Thank you so much, man. Holy shit. I was losing my mind laughing at this. He got me this Funko Pop right here of why can't I point correctly? There we go. Of Tilda Swinton's character from Doctor Strange, which is fucking hilarious because I'm constantly saying on this page, I kind of look like the male version of Tilda Swinton. Go ahead, do a side-by-side. I'll hold still for 5 seconds. I know, right? I kind of look like Tilda Swinton. It's awful. She's an amazing actress, by the way. No diss towards her. I just wish I didn't look like her. But Carter got me that and a bunch of other stuff. Thank you so much, Carter. I really appreciate that. Holy shit. That's fucking awesome, dude. So thank you. And keep on going with the channel. Keep it going, man. You got a banging channel cooking up there. Got some good uploads and shit. So check out Carter's channel if you have not. So... Yo, I never saw it. Probably talking about Jeepers Creepers. Christian, don't waste your damn money. Me and fucking Darjan have been going back and forth about that. I've been texting him like I'm a little kid again, being like, this movie's so stupid. Ha, so funny. But yeah, that me and Darjan have been going back and forth about that and Barbarian lately, which has been great. But anyways, getting back on track here. Overlord 2018 thoughts. Well, I have a poster of it. You just can't see it. It's to this side of the set. But I love that movie. I think it's great. It's technically connected to the Cloverfield movies. I don't really see how, but I guess it is. I've only seen it once, but I really do need to watch. I need to watch it again. I loved it the first time I saw it. I was like, shit, that was really fucking good. It's a really cool movie. Absolute banger. Very, actually, kind of perfect time to rewatch it, considering that we have the Iron Sky 2 director doing Jeepers Creepers, which is also kind of a movie with similar themes, I would say. So, cool shit. I really like Overlord 2018. I can't remember the guy who's in the lead role, but he's fantastic in that movie. Does a really good job. Some crazy shit going on in that one. Some cool effects. Really bloody, crazy kills, too. Really disturbing sequences, too. If you like body horror, fucking check out Overlord 2018. A lot of underrated movies from 2018, by the way. Like fucking Upgrade, Overlord, Hereditary is not really underrated, but great movie regardless. A lot of good movies from 2018, man. Good shit. you got to get a clip of Peepers Bitch as a clip for the channel. I will make an effort to do that. I might actually just fucking, well, I guess they'll probably have a clip of it on YouTube eventually, right? Shit, I wouldn't be surprised if someone got a clip of that already somewhere on YouTube. I mean, that's such a standout, ridiculous moment from that. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, fuck. Carter, this is on my watch list. I want to check this out. I saw a lot of people talking about this one on Twitter. I hear it's really dark, really dark and crazy. So that's right up my alley personally. So I'll have to check it out. I will get back to you on that one. And oh shit, welcome to Prime Time. Well, listen, I got the clip for you, my friend.
Prime time, bitch.
Yeah, there we go. See, gotta have a little Freddy love on the channel. Gotta love up some Freddy every now and then. So there you go. You're welcome. There you go. Welcome to Prime Time, bitch. I love that. So good. So good. Ooh, Speak No Evil is my #1 film for the year right now. Ooh. Okay, I gotta watch this one. I will absolutely check it out for sure, because that's some high praise, as Nicolas Cage would say. So, thoughts on Hellfest? I love this fucking movie. A lot of fun. The Hellfest and fucking the other one that's like Hellfest is really good, which I can't think of right now. Haunt is the other one, very similar to Hellfest. Both great movies. I couldn't even tell you which one I like more. Like, both of them are great. Kind of similar setups, you know, haunted house that kind of turns into a real haunted house, essentially, with a real killer or whatever. Good stuff, though. Great stuff from both of those movies. Came out around the same time, and I really like both of them. So, Hellfest is sweet. It's got a great ending, too. Very underrated ending, I would say. So, I could use another Hellfest movie. Turn that into a franchise. Why not? Great idea for a horror movie, honestly. I think it's mildly underrated. I like that one. What else do we got? It is the hardest film for me to get through this year due to the dark material. After having nieces and nephews and young kids now in my life, the movie is terrifying. Ooh. Carter, this is going to sound fucked up, but that might be right up my alley. I love me something that kind of... I love when a film hits a nerve for me. Like, I love when you can truly scare me with something fucked up or something really, like a really truly psychologically fucked up situation or something like that. I love when movies do that for me, because that just messes with my head. And it makes, I want horror movies to make me feel something, you know? Like, I want to be scared walking out of a movie. It takes a lot for a movie to scare me. Barbarian scared me. What else scared me? I'm trying to think what other movies. Like recently. A lot of movies have scared me, but I'm trying to think recent movies. The Invisible Man was really, honestly, that fucked me up for some reason. It didn't hit me, like at first it didn't hit me, but like driving home, I was like, oh God, that was messed up, man. That's scary. The idea of like having an invisible intruder come in and like fuck with you and there's like nothing you can do about that. Terrifying idea. Amazing work from Lee Winnell from a couple years ago. But yeah, I'll have to check this one out, because man, if it's that fucked up, it might be right up my alley. What's up, Easton Plays? How's it going? Have you seen the Fall movie by Lionsgate? No, I don't think I have. Fall. Is it just called Fall? Fall 2022. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, thriller survival film. For best friends, Becky and Hunter, life is all about conquering fears and pushing limits. However, after they climb 2,000 feet to the top of a remote abandoned radio tower, they find themselves stranded with no way down. Ooh, okay, I'm interested. Now their expert climbing skills are put to the ultimate test as they desperately fight to survive the elements, a lack of supplies, and vertigo-inducing heights. Holy shit, that's messed up. 77% on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay. All right. It's playing an hour away from me, so I probably won't be able to see that in theaters, but seems pretty fucking sick. Tell you what, I hadn't even heard about this movie beforehand, so sounds dope. Easton, I'll have to look into it for sure. I'm really coming around to movies that do something like that, where it's like it's a bunch of people trapped somewhere. There's two movies. I can't even remember the name. I know one of them's Frozen, where it's people who are stuck on like a chairlift going up like a mountain for skiing. They get stuck on that. That's really fucking cool. There's also this movie, and I can't remember the name of it, where it's these people and they're trapped in a car and they drive into a snowbank. They're trapped in the car. They're like freezing to death. So a lot of good movies, man. A lot of good movies like that, I think. So that one's pretty fucking fascinating to me, though. Stuck at the top of like a fucking big radio antenna thing or whatever. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like that one a lot. Cool idea. Kevin, metal and horror experience. Holy shit, that's a lot. That's a lot right there. Metal and horror. Hell yeah, let's go. There should be a new Hostel movie. Ooh, I'd be down for that. I have still never seen Hostel 3, and both Sean, my buddies Sean and Christian, who we've seen Christian featured in the chat tonight, have been up my ass about. I gotta watch those movies, man. God, I love the first two. Like, honestly, I really like the first two, but 3 I gotta watch. Gotta watch that one. I hear it's actually pretty good, so. My buddy Sean said he likes it better than 2, so I have no frame of reference. Like I said, I haven't seen it. I don't even know what it's about. I think it takes place in Vegas, if I'm remembering correctly. That's really all I know. Youngboy2K19 saying, you and Jimmy Champagne should do a collab about Halloween Ends, and you have made this community the most perfect way to enjoy watching YouTube and horror in general. Well, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. I don't think I could ever be as cool as Jimmy Champagne, who's fucking amazing and just on top of the Halloween Ends updates, but I appreciate that regardless. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're digging the stream. That means a lot. Part 3 was weak. Okay, well, yeah, I'm hearing some. Christian hasn't seen it either, so I guess it's just Sean who's up my ass. Never mind, Christian. But well, you know what, Christian, we got to do another movie night. We all came together once after that stream, actually, which was funny. We watched The House That Jack Built and Videodrome, which oddly was a great fucking pairing. Like, those movies are both pretty fucked up, and it was cool to do those both at the same time. So we'll have to do Hostel 3. Maybe we just go through all the Hostel movies. Let's do Hostel movie night, Christian. Let's make that happen. That would be great. I could do a refresher on those. It's been a minute since I've seen those first two anyway, so. Thoughts on The Ritual. I've always been a huge fan of the movie and love the scenery throughout. This is probably, from what I've seen of David Bruckner's catalog, this is probably his best. I agree. I really like The Ritual. Hot take about David Bruckner. I like his movies, but like everything I've seen from him is like an 8 out of 10 and I wouldn't go any higher. Like, I feel like David Bruckner has yet to make just a true masterpiece where everything fucking works and like all these moving parts are fucking amazing and towards something. He got really close with The Night House, I think. I think that's maybe an 8.5, almost a 9 out of 10. I really like The Night House. It's grown on me a lot. The Ritual's also pretty fucking amazing too. He's not like, no diss towards the guy. I don't think his movies are bad whatsoever. Like I said, I think all of his movies are fucking solid, but he's on the brink of a masterpiece, and Hellraiser might be that. Like, I truly think this is a director who is so close to breaking through and making a fucking revolutionary horror film. I'm always curious to see what the guy does next, because I think he's so close to making a fucking perfect movie. He's so close. He's getting there, though. Every movie I see of his gets a little better, I think. So I love The Ritual. It's maybe my favorite from him. I really like that film. It's fucking weird. It's crazy. You're right about the scenery, too. Gorgeous shots. Really amazing stuff. I got to do a rewatch of that one, too. I barely remember it. I don't want to spoil it because the things I remember are definitely a spoiler, but that's one you got to go into blind and just fucking watch. Same thing with The Night House, too. Another film where both of those movies kind of start off and you think they're going to be one thing, but then they kind of flip the whole thing on its head and turn into something else, which is really cool. I love that about both of those movies a lot. And the other thing, and I'll finish up my David Bruckner rant, is the Night House actually started off as a Hellraiser spec script, which I think is cool. You can kind of see that in a lot of the fucking shots and cinematography, especially the little doll that Rebecca Hall's character has in that movie. Looks a lot like Pinhead. So there you go. And then we go to a real hostel in Europe. Yeah, and then we get, fucking decapitated by crazy murderers. It'll be awesome. It'll be a great time. I'm like, that movie alone is why I'm terrified of traveling out of the country because of Hostel. Oh my God, that first movie is terrifying. I love it. Carter has seen 52 movies this year, and don't worry, darling, is that the number 29 spot. I'm actually kind of surprised it's up that high. I've heard nothing but awful things about that movie. But it seems like it's not your favorite either, so there you go. Savage Zombie Reviews, what's up, SZR? Welcome to the stream. Hellraiser looks awesome. Yeah, it fucking does. Oh my God. So ready. That trailer looked amazing. I talked about that one shot from the trailer that just scared the fuck out of me. Let me see if I can pull this thing up because, oh my God, this shit scared the fuck out of me. There's one shot in that trailer that is the scariest fucking thing I have ever seen in my life. And I don't think I can find, no, I don't have it at the ready, unfortunately. But, God damn, dude, that Hellraiser trailer scared the fuck out of me, man. Good shit. John Smith is here too. What's up, John Smith? What's up? Got any special birthday plans, Jake? Well, nothing really besides my horror stream. I'm doing a little live stream on my birthday this Saturday. Make sure to stop by. It's going to be a fun time. I'm going to be with the Lethal Collective guys, as well as some other people. It's going to be great. So it's going to be a fun time. Make sure to stop by this Saturday at 7 o'clock Eastern time. It's going to be a fun stream. So I unfortunately will not be streaming the next 2 days. So make sure to catch that one too. I usually do. I didn't do a Monday stream. Here I am doing a Wednesday stream. Can't do a Friday stream. I got something going on Friday nights. And I probably won't be able to do anything Thursday because we're doing a bunch of movie stuff. And then I got to go see Don't Worry, Darling that night as well. So probably won't have time to do a live stream tomorrow because I'm kind of behind on my end of the movie shit, which I gotta get ahead of. So I actually might do that after the stream. Fuck it. I feel like it. I'm feeling it. But yeah, check out the stream 7 o'clock on Saturday. It's gonna be fun. Sensational Cinema. Love the name. With a cute old doggo as your profile picture saying, you skipped me. Anyone watching Dahmer on Netflix just came out today. I'll say this, my friend. You have a very cute doggo, so I'm gonna start favoring you. No, I'm just kidding. But there's so many chats. I can't get to all of them. I would love to answer all your guys' questions and just do that. It would be crazy though. If you think I'm talking fast now, fuck, that would be insane. That would be nutty. But yeah, I'm excited for Dahmer. Christian just told me, my buddy Christian, who's in the chat, massive shout out to him. Check out Christian's movie Briefcase, by the way, if you have not seen that. Apparently Dahmer is going to be a show, which has me way less interested than if it was a movie. I would have checked out a movie, but like a TV show about something I'm already kind of just like whatever about. I don't know. I might check it out. So I might check it out. I was hoping it would be a movie though. I would prefer to have seen a movie, but a show, okay, I'll check it out. I feel like shows based off of true events I don't know, they just never really hit for me as to what I've seen, but that's just my opinion. Kind of stretches out something that you can't really stretch out because it's based off of true events. I don't know. Conceptually, I just feel like they're shooting themselves in the foot by doing a series. But Wayne is saying, happy birthday coming up. Jake, you turned 13? 14, actually. No. But I'm fucking old. I'm 24 years old. So I know it's like people are hearing that and being like, Jesus Christ, Jake, just relax. You're 24, man. You're not old. I'm having a quarter life crisis. The existential dread is real. Let me tell you. No, I'm kidding. I'm having a great time. Very excited for my birthday. It's going to be fun. So it's going to be cool. And hey, we all get to hang out on my birthday too. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be cool. Watched Orphan First Kill last night. Ooh, I haven't been able to talk about this in a while. Did they film the whole thing at night? I'm glad I'm not the only person who was saying that, because I swear to God, I felt like the only person. I watched a bunch of other reviews after I posted mine. I'm like, no one's talking about how dark this movie is. What the fuck? That was the darkest movie I have ever seen. Like, that beats out Alien vs. Predator Requiem easily. Like, that was way dark. Like, I had to turn up the brightness all the way and it was still dark on my TV. Like, it was crazy. I was like, damn, dude. They just forgot lights, I think, when they were filming that. Even the day shots, like that's not saturation. The fucking, I can't think of the word. Exposure is turned like all the way down, dude. I'm like, damn, crazy. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that, because I was like, this is crazy, dude. What? We need a creature from the Black Lagoon, please. Yes, Ben, I agree. Holy shit. Look, you see this? You see this? Right here. You see that? That's there for a reason. I want to make a creature from the Black Lagoon something at some point in my life. I don't care if it's a short film or, hey, Universal, give me the keys to the kingdom. And I already got a fucking spec script for you. So I wrote a script in my senior year of high school that I'm sure is terrible now, but for the creature from the Black Lagoon, like a continuation of it, something like a modern take on it, I would love to do that movie so bad. If I could do one thing that was part of an existing property already, that would be my thing. Give me Creature from the Black Lagoon. I would love to do that. That would be awesome. The Munsters is releasing next week on Netflix. Holy shit, that is going to be a shit show, I think. But I'm holding out for it. I hope it's good. But fuck, that was the worst trailer I have ever seen in my life for that thing. God damn, dude. It looks like a CW show, and this is a movie that had like millions of dollars thrown at it. I don't know what happened with that. I'm going to watch it though, and I'm going into it with an open mind, but no expectations for that, unfortunately, which is a shame because I love Rob Zombie and I'm always rooting for the guy, always in that man's corner. But fuck, that movie does not look good. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? Come on, guys. We could have done so right by that. I've heard some rumblings about studio interference with the movie. Zombie wanted to take it a certain direction, didn't go that way, I guess. I couldn't say for sure, but that's just what I've heard. Just little rumblings here and there, little nasty rumors. That's the thing about rumors. They're nasty because they're not always true. And sometimes you sound like an idiot when you're talking about them. But I just always like to say, hey, it's a rumor. It's something I heard. I heard it through the grapevine, as Marvin Gaye would say. There you go. What else do we got? Can we have a final guys for horror movies since too many final girls that survive? I could see having a final guy. It's probably been a minute since we've had a very notable final guy in horror. God, I'm trying to think like the last time that was the case. I mean, like there's a few movies. Like there's this movie Glorious from earlier this year that came out. That was kind of like, yep, final guy. There you go, kind of. Wasn't a big fan of that one, but I thought it was cool. Had some awesome practical effects, some creepy, weird shit going on in it. So there was that. But there's really only a handful of movies with final guys opposed to final girls. But I don't know. I definitely I don't think you're ever going to beat Ash personally. I feel like that's like number one. How can he beat Ash? He's fucking, it's Bruce Campbell. Come on. Damn. Horror fan is saying, Jake, what is your favorite Stephen King film? By the way, I love the Black Christmas as your profile picture. That's fucking dope. One of my all-time favorite horror movies right there too. So many good horror movies. Fuck. What's my favorite Stephen King film? Oh, that's really tough. I think there's a lot of, see, that's so hard because there's so many good ones. Like just from the past couple of years, there's been some amazing movies. I love the new It. Like It from 2017 is phenomenal. Not my favorite Stephen King movie, but it's a great film. I fucking love Dr. Sleep. Gerald's Game is phenomenal. In the Tall Grass was okay. I'm trying to think what's my favorite Stephen King like movie where it's based off of one of his stories. Oh, Firestarter was fucking abysmal. Did not like that. Didn't hate the Pet Sematary remake. I didn't hate it. Hot take. I thought it was okay. It did some different things, which I appreciated, but it spoiled all of that in the trailer, so I don't understand why they did that. The Mist is probably probably my favorite. Although, like, of course, there's, you know, the old school ones that are great. Like, of course, The Shining is a fucking masterpiece. I think it may be a little overrated, but I love it. The Mist, I think, is a masterpiece as well that doesn't get talked about enough. That is a fucking 10 out of 10 for me. 1408 is another fantastic fucking flick that most people don't talk about. I think that's great. The original Children of the Corn is pretty good. I don't think it's a masterpiece by any means, but it's fun. The Green Mile is fucking amazing. Not a horror film, arguably, but it's amazing. Frank Darabont can do no wrong. He also did The Mist. Misery is fucking amazing. The original Firestarter's not bad. The Thinner's not bad. Shawshank Redemption's a masterpiece. I'm literally just going through these and I'm kind of telling you. If there's something that hits me, I'll tell you. Actually, the original Pet Sematary, that might be my favorite. I love that original Pet Sematary a lot. That's a banger right there. Maximum Overdrive is just a so bad it's good movie, which is great. Graveyard Shift is underrated as fuck. I love that movie. Oh, that was the original Ratma. If you guys want to see the inspiration for Ratma, go watch the original Graveyard Shift. There you go. Oh, Christine is great too. I fucking love Christine. Yeah, it's like there's so many good ones, it's tough to say. Here's the thing about Stephen King movies though, rule of thumb, there is as many good ones as there are bad ones. So it's kind of tough to say. I think like half of them are great, half of them are kind of not great either. So it's tough to say, but fuck, there's so many good ones. So many good ones. I'm gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna stick to this, Melissa. The Mist. That's my favorite. That is my favorite Stephen King movie. I think that's largely in part to the fact that my father took me to that in 2007 when I was 9 years old. I saw that ending and once again scared the fuck out of me. It's funny. We've been talking a lot about how but whenever my father took me to a horror film when I was younger, it almost always involved a child dying, which I think is really funny. In this case, he took me to see The Mist because the book ends very differently, much more ambiguously. You just have our characters who are in the car drive off into the mist and it kind of just ends. It's like, and they drive off into the mist to see what else is out there. Ambiguous ending. It's honestly one of the happiest endings King has ever had. Then Darabont gets his fucking greasy little hands on it. He's like, fuck this, man. Let's make this ending something way more brutal. King, who ends 99% of his stories in the most brutal, horrible way ever, said, fuck yeah, let's do it. And it's one of the best endings to a movie ever, I think. Holy shit. One of the best tragedies ever made. Oh, 10 out of 10. I love The Mist. Super underrated. Great movie. Truly. The ending of The Mist is heartbreaking. Fuck yeah, it is, but it's so well done. Ugh. God, it's fucked up. Justin Proper throwing $5 in there. Justin, I just appreciate it, man. You're the fucking MVP tonight. You've earned the crown. Thank you. Okay, real last one. What is your favorite genre of music and favorite band or artist? Well, this is a really tough one for me. I mean, I listen to fucking everything. So I'll say this. I was born and raised a metalhead. Talking about my father again, he was the bass player and lead singer for a pretty popular metal band here in Cleveland, Ohio called SSA. You can find a lot of their music online. I fucking love a lot of their music too, by the way. Really good stuff, like thrash metal, essentially, if you're into that. So I love metal, like through and through. I also like a lot of like new music though, which you don't hear from metalheads. I love a lot of new music as well. 60s music I'll always have an affinity for as well, like the Doors, the Beatles, even like the Rolling Stones. I'm like all over. I love a lot of music. There's a lot of music I'm very passionate about. But yeah, metal is probably the genre I gravitate to the most. But yeah, I love, there's a lot of music I love. So tough to say. Tough to say. I actually really like rap too, since we got Wayne here saying that I'm a ginger Eminem when I clearly am dirty blonde. I'm kidding. I kid, of course. I talk pretty fast, so I see the comparison, but come on, dirty blonde. There you go. No, I'm kidding. Seriously? Yeah, seriously, Justin. I really do like music. But I'm getting into some of the bands I'm listening to right now. I'm listening to a lot of weirder stuff. Some more like punk metal rock too. This band called Turnstile. I am fucking with them hard right now. I'm also really getting into much more of an alternative music band called the Warbly Jets, which one of their songs will be featured in Red Right Hand, fun fact. So I really love, I like a lot of alternative music as well. There's so much good music out there. There's a lot of stuff I love. I like me some Slipknot. Fuck with some Slipknot, man. I listened to some of their new music today, actually, while I was editing. I edit to music too. Like I mostly put on metal music when I'm editing, but sometimes I'll throw on some like lo-fi beats too. I know that's weird, but like I fuck with it. It's good stuff. I'll throw some of that on as well, but yeah. Ohio music is the best. Let's not forget Dave Grohl. Ohio wins. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Ohio has some of the greatest things, including Wes Craven, who's from Cincinnati, I think. Or no, he's from Cleveland. I'm thinking about somebody else. But yeah, Wes Craven. I gotta check this out. I'm like 90% sure he was born in Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland, Ohio, on August 2nd, 1939. There you go. What do you know? What do you know? See, Ohio has all the best shit, but it is the most boring state at the same time. Only second to Montana or North Dakota, but both of those are pretty boring. North Dakota probably being more more boring, but yeah, there you go. Ohio is for lovers. Hawthorne Heights, haha. Well, welcome, fellow Ohioan. It is fucking boring here, man. I'm in the Cleveland area. There is nothing to do in Cleveland. And yes, John Smith, Mushroomhead is from Cleveland, Ohio, and I have met them a few times. I don't want to express that story here on the internet, but I don't have, you know what? I won't, I'll plead the fifth on how I feel about Mushroomhead. That's all I'm going to say. I've met them though. That's all I'll say. But yes, I know Mushroomhead. They used to, practice at the same place my dad's other band used to practice, so I ran into those guys a few times. I mean, look, sun doesn't rise at all, banger, fucking banger song, but man, some of those guys are okay. I won't get into it though. I won't get into it. Not gonna make accusations here on a fucking something like that. Never mind. We'll get off the topic. That's all I'm gonna say. Boring. Your mascot is an elf. How can that be boring? Dude, the Browns don't even like really have a fucking mascot. That's the fucking thing. We were like dogs for a while. It was like we would all like bark at the fucking games. It was weird. We never really figured it out. Now we got the little fella now as our mascot on the field. I don't know. We won't talk about football. I promise. We'll stay off of that. The Browns hey, listen, 2016 was fantastic, let me tell you, but that was it for being a Cleveland sports fan. There you go. New director for Jeepers Creepers 5. I fucking hope so. My God, listen, no offense. Actually, all the offense. What the fuck? With Jeepers Creepers Reborn, Timo Varensola just dropped the ball on directing this movie. I genuinely think that a lot of the actors in this film weren't bad actors. Like, what I really watched that movie from an analytics standpoint, at least the first half of it. There's a point in that movie where you kind of just have to turn your brain off because nothing makes any fucking sense. But I genuinely think there's a few moments where, especially Sidney Craven and, excuse me, I can't remember this fucking guy's name, but the character of Chase, whoever played him, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I don't need to look it up. You guys know who I'm talking about. Chase and Lane, I feel like were actually pretty good actors, but they were working with a script that was kind of dog shit, and they were under the direction of Timo Varensola, who I just genuinely don't think is good at directing. He doesn't know how to bring out performances from people or relate them to things that could help them out. I don't, it just feels like, it felt like they were so lost in their delivery. It felt like things weren't filmed at the same time, or they weren't playing off of each other very well. It was bizarre. If they do another Jeepers Creepers, I almost hope that they just do it with a completely different studio, just completely different everything. But I kind of talked about how in my video today, how that's probably not going to happen, which is unfortunate. So hopefully, Requiem, I hope so. Fingers crossed that happens, but I just don't think so, man. Justin, I almost got to agree with you. I'm almost just kind of I hate saying this about franchises. I really do, because I love when franchises continue and you can span this long body of work to critique and talk about. Like the Halloween movies, you could talk about all fucking day. It's awesome. whether you love or hate all of those movies, however you feel about them, you could talk about those fucking movies all day long because there's so many of them and so many different choices they made in those films. With Jeepers Creepers, though, man, I just feel like we're not going to get another good one. I mean, we had a whole new team of people attached to this project, and it was still kind of garbage. So that's a shame. Real shame. And Locked, I got to admit, the one positive I will give to this movie, which was something we were all worried about, was the replacement of Jonathan Breck with Jeru Benjamin, who was playing the Creeper, or might have been improvising as the Creeper. I honestly... The guy did his homework. I got to be completely honest with you. I think he did a pretty good job. He imitates the Creeper the best he can in pretty shitty makeup. So if you're going to criticize his performance, it's probably because the makeup doesn't look good. I mean, there is literally a shot in the movie that made the film where he bats the fucking rubber mask of his little like horn sticking out of his chin. You can see it like fling back and forth like it's a doorknob or a door stopper, I mean. And it's just like, dude, what's going on here? Crazy shit. But Chosen Vader owner is talking about something we have not touched on yet in this stream. Halloween Ends. Do you think they're showing way too much? Chosen, here's what I'm going to say. I think they're getting on the verge of it. We have fucking Jamie Lee Curtis, I think, is just saying way too much about the film, but the overall marketing, I feel like, is getting close. It walked right up to the line, and anything else, then I'll start being really pissed about it. Then I'll be like, what the fuck is going on here? But I feel like maybe yes. Maybe yes. They got to chill with it a little bit. And why I'm saying that is because we're definitely going to get more marketing for Halloween Ends. It's inevitable. We'll probably get like 2 more fucking trailers or something where we really don't need it. Just give us more of the same footage. That's all we need. That is all we need. We don't need any more than that. I genuinely think. So don't spoil Halloween Ends. Kills, I guess I didn't care as much if it was spoiled, just because it's not really, it's a movie about the kills. It's more of a movie about the kills. It's not so much about like big surprises, even though it kind of was, which was nice. I wasn't expecting that going into it, but I'm just kind of pissed that final trailer spoiled a lot of those surprises. Like, what the fuck? Hopefully they don't do that with Halloween Ends, but I have no faith in Universal's marketing. They spoiled everything cool about the black phone in the marketing for that, and I feel like I would have liked the movie more if I just hadn't watched the trailers. Pretty disappointing stuff. I agree with this. I actually agree with this. I think when he replaces his arm, that looks pretty fucking cool. I was like, oh shit, okay, Creeper's back in full action. I was kind of really losing faith in the movie at this point. I was borderline about to walk out of the theater, and then that happened, and I'm like, okay, here we go. Some Creeper action finally. Cool. But yeah, that was about the only part of the movie where I was like, good shit. Yeah. And Justin makes a good point here. You could make Jeepers Creepers good and retroactively have the other ones make sense. Just can't do it with a 2-hour movie. Take Cobra Kai, for example. They even made Cobra Kai 3 look good. But I kind of agree with this. I feel like there is a good Jeepers Creepers movie out there. It's possible to do it. It's totally possible to make a good Jeepers Creepers film, just not the direction they're taking this one. They just kind of made it a straight up horror film and didn't really, like, conceptually, that movie shot itself in the foot. You were set up perfectly with the ending of that second film to do this badass fucking continuation past that awesome cliffhanger from the second movie, and they just didn't do anything with that. They just fucked it up, I think. I don't know. They barely even touched on it. You can kind of see the Taggart barn a little bit in the movie, but they just fuck it up, man. I don't know. Just my thoughts. All right, everybody, I'm starting to lose my voice big time, so I got to get going because holy shit. you boys going nuts. I filmed like 2 long videos today and then an hour and a half stream. So I'm starting to lose my voice. Better call it while I still have a little bit of this still left. But I love all of you so much. Thank you guys so much for the support tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me, most importantly. And thank you for subscribing, hanging out, being here, all of that good stuff. Much love to you all. Peace out. Don't forget to kill it out there, and have a nice night. Hump day, baby. Let's get through the rest of the week. Let's get to Friday, baby. Peace out.